hopefully that stays right. Cool. Right. We're doing some cookies because why did that stop? Hello. We're doing cookies. Hopefully. Okay. Don't know why that didn't work. I'm very much winging the recipe, by the way. I have butter, I have chocolate that I have to use. I've got flour. That's probably not going to be enough, so I'll have a second bag. Hang on there. I don't know if I need baking soda or baking powder, so I've got both. And what else do I need? Sugar. I don't have much left of this sugar, so very much clear out the pantry counter. Sugar number 2. Double sugar. We are going to do an eggless recipe because I forgot to buy eggs and I don't have any desire to buy more eggs for like a tiny amount. We'll probably need milk, right? I'll get that out when I need to. Okay. Hello. Yes, we are back. I have secured the camera with a more strong stand. Right, we are gonna do some baking because I don't know, because I wanted to. Really, that's the long and the short of it. I think I've got everything out that I need. Oh, cinnamon. I want to put some cinnamon in this cookie dough. Right, I'm doing an eggless recipe. 25 stream streak, well, congrats. Yeah, I'm streaming directly to Twitch yet again, so I apologize in advance if the stream is jank. I will have to sort. I have a feeling that my computer is dying a bit. It's a very old computer, so I have a feeling that it might just be a case of needing a new computer, not gonna lie. So we are going to, I had a recipe and then I've lost it. Eggless cookies. I've lost chat. Where's it gone? These eggless cookies are life-changing. Great. We love life-changing. Dinner last night was really good. Yeah, lovely chats with the chef because he's always a really chatty guy. We're very much going to wing this because I don't quite have all the correct ingredients, but I'm just going to make it work, you know? I don't know if I'm going to bake them today yet. I may just freeze them for later eating. This is 125 grams of chocolate chips. I mean, sorry, 125 grams of chocolate. This recipe requires 224, so I may have to add an extra bar of chocolate in there. Why is nothing loading? Nothing is loading. There we go. So we have, I think I've got enough of everything. So let's start with our butter. I also don't have any baking equipment because I don't really bake in this flat. So I'm just gonna have to work with what I've got. So we are going for a total of 200 grams of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. I'm not gonna do that. See, I'm already messing with the recipe. I'm gonna do probably 100 grams, not gonna lie. Oh, I might I need to stop trying to mess with the recipe. Right, that's that bag of sugar finished. I'm so thirsty. Why am I so thirsty? I am gonna cook them on the grill. I was like, if it's cookie, I feel like it's thin enough that it will warm through, you know? I have a strange amount of faith in the grill. If not, I will pop them in the freezer and I'll take them home to my mum's and then I can cook them at home. So I'll see how I feel. I may take them home, to be fair. That may be a better idea. Because I think we have a little house, a do, a neighborhood do. This is sugar, right? Yes, it is. So I may end up just turning them into cookie dough balls and then taking them home and to bake them fresh. I think on Sunday we're going somewhere that I'm required to take some food to, so I might do that. I'm going to halving the sugar seems like a lot. I might 3/4 the sugar because I don't know. Recipes always end up too sweet for me. So I may or may not actually end up baking these. I'm gonna do that much. I might add a bit of maple syrup just because I've got a lot more white sugar than the recipe wants me to have. So I've done 117. So I'll do I've got a lot of maple syrup for some reason to kind of chug through. So I might just add this as well. How was my day so far? When I got my lashes done. I can't tell if you can see from over there, but just got my lashes done, so I'm looking très fabuloso, if I do say so myself. Now, if I'm gonna do maple syrup, do I add it now or do I add it later? I'm gonna say I'm gonna add it later. So remind me to add a good couple of glugs of maple syrup. We're going in with our butter. Yeah, I'm also busy packing for the weekend in Australia, and I feel like I've just destroyed this box. That was not the way it was meant to be opened. Oops. I'm just demolishing this box. See, I left this butter out, but it's definitely not softened. Hey ho. How much butter are we doing? 114. How specific? I think this is a 200 gram block of butter. Are you 200 grams? Yeah, so we're gonna do most of it. Now I have a feeling that this butter is not going to be softened enough for purposes of this recipe, so I need to do a little microwave soften business. To be fair, actually that's quite soft. That was a lot softer than I thought it was. Just felt cold. Oh, okay, maybe back to here. Back to. Am I gonna get it in one go? was very bold of me. Now I've got like sugary butter that I now have to like try and cut out. Oops. To like find a not sugary surface. In there. Oopsies. Trust me to absolutely fail at like baking 101 at stage 1. Right. Put that back in the packet. Just rest that there for a sec. This can all go back in the fridge now. Don't know what I'm going to do with that little ball of butter on the side, but that's a problem for future me. I'm just going to shove that in the fridge and let future me discover that. If I complain down the line, I'm like, oh, what the fuck is going on with this butter? You can tell me. You can thank me of today for the jank butter. Right. We are creaming together the butter and the sugar. So I'm just going to knife and fork this butter into smaller bits so I can do that. Can you tell I bake heaps? I'm just using all the mad skills. And then what's in the bottle? Which bottle? This guy is maple syrup. This guy is water, and this guy is alcohol spray for the bench. Which bottle are you referring to? Gotta stay hydrated. Right, we have roughly chopped up our butter and sugar. Yes, I am going to, because the recipe wanted quite a bit of brown sugar and not so much white sugar, but I didn't have much brown sugar left. I'm going to reduce the amount of sugar, and I'm putting maple syrup in instead, just to kind of bulk up the kind of brownness of the cookie recipe. Not that I have any idea if it works like that, but I'm gonna hope that is the case, that it is acceptable. So just got the butter in there. See, this recipe is like, use a mixer, and I'm like, does my hand count? Does hand mixer count? So I'm literally just gonna go in and just smush. Just give myself an absolute arm workout. Famous last words. I don't need a mixer. I can just do it by hand. Said no one ever. I don't even have a whisk. This is some janky cooking right there. Do not do as I say, or as I do. Need to like swap hands, make sure both arms get a good workout, you know. How's your day been, Wizzle? I should have looked up a recipe that doesn't require blending, because I feel like I am setting myself up for much pain right now. Potato masher, nope, don't have one of those. I am going with a good old fork. What else do I have that could potentially work? A rice paddle. I am getting there. It is like combining. It's nowhere near, you know, where it needs to be, but it's getting there. Just worked and cut grass when I go home. 4:30 and ready tired. Oh no. Make the most of the sunshine. I suppose you got long sunshine now. Oh man, our sun is set by like, it's getting dark at like 4, and then the sun's gone by like 5 at the moment. So I'm always like, the sun. I'm very excited to have some extended sun when it gets Oz. Our sugar and butter is slowly combining, so we are winning. Hopefully my arm does not give in before we're done. Is this the recipe that used corn flour or cornstarch? No, it's not. Yep, manual mixer is definitely good for the old muscular development. I need to do both. I need to be evenly jacked on both sides of my body. But my left hand is so much less coordinated. So Nachan, how'd you get so jacked? I'm like, oh, I just didn't buy. That bench does well for just sitting on a seat. I know, right? I'm so surprised how stable it is. I'm slightly worried that it's going to just give away at like any point, but it's pretty okay so far. I pray. I pray to my non-denominational deity. I pray to gravity, I suppose. Right, I think we have fully mixed. Probably not enough. Oh, my hand. 59 mils of room temperature water. That is such a specific measurement. Let's zero that scale. I don't know why I've got the knife still in there, but it's such a very specific amount of water. It's 50. Oh, actually, I'm going to add the maple syrup to the water because I feel like the liquid, I need to keep the liquid. Oh, I cannot open. Gotta top it up with maple syrup until it's 60. Just for the extra vibes. See, I'm out here messing with recipes I've not even tried first time. Let's put that in the sink. Gradually add water and vanilla extract. I don't have vanilla extract. Water will cause mixture to appear curdled. Turn your mixer on medium-high. Mixer is about to go on medium-high. wet butter at this point. You know what, I need to put a bit of like, there we go, put like a cloth underneath my bowl so it stops like spinning around. I'm not fighting friction. Let's try that. Ah, much better. Most non-medium high manual mixer I've ever seen. We're not escaping low at the moment. So we have, yesterday was a good stream, wasn't it? We had lots of new visitors. Love that. I think really enjoy this front view. It does look a lot more enticing than when it's backwards, when it's facing the back, or when it's stuck on the fridge. If I do say so myself. Definitely try to do more streams facing this way. I think it definitely helps. Oh, my arms. My poor arms. It smells great though. I think the maple syrup was definitely a good shout because it gives it that kind of cookie-y smell. Yeah, exactly. I think we had a full house of all of our regulars. And we had some new people too. And right, that. And splashing everywhere. This is the one thing about doing it this way. The danger that is splashing on like all of my normal items. Just gotta be gentle. Yep, we are definitely getting to the curdly stage of the mixture. I don't know how I'm gonna get this to combine. I'm just gonna try harder. Probably should have gone for a recipe that doesn't require a mixer, but you know, oh well. May just be a case of I need to kind of keep going, pushing ahead with the dry ingredients, and it will help combine everything together. I hope it will anyway. Right. Cool. Right, we are going in with our dry ingredients next. Ooh, Pepsi Max, nice, nice. Can I go in with a yeeting of cinnamon as well? A yeeting of cinnamon. That is a very precise and professional measurement. Just going to give it a little bit more warm, Christmassy vibes. think another eating. It is a chocolate chip cookie, but nothing wrong with a bit of cinnamony chocolate chip, you know? Right. My hands have decided we are now just pushing ahead with our rest of the ingredients. You need baking soda and baking powder. That's yeast. That's no good. Did I finish my baking powder? What's it? For some reason in the fridge. I may have finished my baking powder. That is bad. That is concerning. I thought I had some. Oh no, I see it. Just not in the bit where I kept it. Baking powder. We've got 1 teaspoon worth of baking powder, which we do not need that much of. Will it be bad if I just skip the baking soda and just do 1 teaspoon of baking powder? I'm literally just completely ignoring all instructions at this point. YOLO, right? Maybe I won't risk taking these to mum's. I will just cook them here and then enjoy them here. I feel like the amount of shady business I'm doing over here, I need to take responsibility for this bake. 219 grams of flour. I'll definitely use up this bag. And we'll probably go into the next one as well. So exactly 100 grams of flour that was left in this bag. Oh no, a bit more. Eat that in there. Get all the flour out the edges. Right, 1 bag. Second bag of flour. I need a pair of scissors to cut into the bag of flour. Got flour number 2. Thankfully, it's the same bag of flour, like brown flour, so we are staying consistent, at least in that regard. 219. Nice. Hourglass. Close that up before absolute carnage ensues. Put that behind. And I am completely ignoring the recipe. It wants me to do 2/3 or 3/4 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, but I'm just going in with 1 teaspoon of baking powder because YOLO. There is a lot of YOLOing going on in this recipe. So we mix away and hope for the best. And then we're doing an entire bar of chocolate as chocolate chips going in as well. What could possibly go wrong? Everything, Natchan, everything can go wrong. But here we are, powering through. Oh, this needs resting for half an hour. Well, we have successfully combined into a dough, which is always a good sign. It's a bit softer than I would imagine the cookie dough to be, but you know, we have made a lot of unauthorized changes to the recipe. So out here we are gonna do the bar of chocolades. Recipe reckons 224 and I've got 250, so it's all going in. There's no point weighing. I mean, I might have a square to myself, to be fair. That could be a shout. Scoot that over. You can go back into the cupboard. Let's have a knife. Try that off. Let's go. Love a nice solid chocolate bar. This is from my friend in New Zealand. Nice Whittaker's 50% cocoa block. We got this a while ago. Chocolate doesn't expire, right? Oh, technically it's expired, but you know, we're not here bothering with chocolate expiry dates. Ow, just touched the sharp bit of the knife. So we are going to chop away. How many Natchans does it take to get into a chocolate bar? Nice. Solid. See, they don't do chocolate bars like this in the UK, nor in Japan. Chocolate bars are tiny nowadays. So, let's go. I'm gonna just... Oh, this is gonna go absolutely everywhere, isn't it? I may have to opt to do the chopping on the bench, because I have a feeling this bench is not going to survive me chopping on it. So I'm just gonna scoot this way onto the hob because I don't trust the bench. So let me just deal to the chocolate from the safety of over here. Chocolate is not chopping as well as I'd like it to. Bear with me while I just hack away at this. Chocolate shards going absolutely everywhere. Gonna slowly add this to our mixture as we go. Oh my god, we've got chocolate everywhere. Fab. And again, I'm about, as third of the way through of the bar. Oh, we split down the middle for some reason. Is it just me, or is this chocolate harder than it should be? I'm gonna have to send my knife out for sharpening after this. Okay, shards everywhere. This is why I have so much shit down the side of my hob. It's absolute crusty central down there. Things just fall down it before and I don't realise. Just gonna bring this over here for a minute while I keep the mess at least contained to the kitchen side. That's not even broken. Going through and destroying my knife on this bar of chocolate. With the amount of chocolate that's flying off the sides, I will probably end up with the right amount of chocolate. I shall be right back, so bear with me. One of the woes of front cam is I have to turn around occasionally. This is one hefty bar of chocolate though. And we are going to have some chunky chocolate chips through this cookie for sure. My poor knife. Poor knife. This is not the knife. Should not be putting through your beautiful Japanese knives through chocolate chopping, that is for sure. We will send it out for a good service after. Almost there. Three cubes left. Where's nice. Right, we have somewhat contained all of our chocolate into the bowl. Good enough anyway. I shall clean that in a sec. I am back with our chocolatey mound. I think at this point, this is where the hands need to get involved really. So let us glove up and get a little, I don't know why I put it on a weird thingy, but let's get some gloves on, shall we? Let's do a little cookie rolly action. Am I gonna be, so maybe I'll weigh them out as well, I've got time. Oh, actually, am I meant to rest the dough before I roll them? What's the instruction? Not that I'm following it really anyway. Okay, mix first, roll after. Gonna let you hang out there for a second. Just gonna very gently smush our cookie dough into the chocolate chips into the cookie dough. There's so much chocolate. This is going to be one chocolatey cookie dough, that is for sure. It smells amazing though. I think that cinnamon is definitely a winning idea. It's a very sticky dough at the moment, so I'm just gonna gently mush the dough. Right. I'm not going to touch it too much because I don't want it to go too sticky. Now it needs to go in the fridge for a bit. So I'm just going to leave it with gloves on, just hanging off the side. It's going to go in the fridge for a bit to hang out and firm up a little bit. Turns out I didn't even need the milk. Right, let us give this a little tidy up. Don't know where that's from. Stuff that I've had sitting on the bench. Right. Time for a bit of a clean up. You know what? I'm going to pop this in the freezer for half the time, just so I can move on with life a little bit quicker. I say that, I have no freezer space anywhere, so I lie. It's going back in the fridge. So I've got all of husband's food in the fridge, in the freezers now. Right. Quick. I've still got my KFC bin from, well, it's the Christmas bucket. It's not a bin, but we've turned it into our bin because it's a perfect bin size. It is very chocolatey. It's going to be good. But, you know what? Whose idea was to chop chocolate on the hob? Because now it's in all the crevices. I need to like do like a huge clean of the hob because now it's chocolate in every imaginable crevice. I might need to get the Hoover in here. Yeah, Jen, great idea chopping chocolate on the hob. Now it's chocolatey hob central. Oh god. Stuff going everywhere. Right. When I get back, I need to do a big old clean down the side because God knows what is brewing down the side of the hob. Yeah, I know, right? This is the KFC Christmas bucket that Japan does. So you get like your like dessert in the bottom, and you get your like special pasta, and then you get all your chicken and stuff all in there. We're getting a new one though. I think I bought a bucket. We'll be getting a new Christmas. Well, we're definitely getting Christmas KFC. I can't remember if I bought a bucket though. I can't remember that. I can't remember if I did. I can check actually. Let me check. Did I get a bucket? Or did I not get a bucket because I was like, oh no, bucket wasn't worth it. Did I get a bucket? I did. I got the bucket with some extra bits. So, have that to look forward to. So we're just going to... Yeah, I know, right? We had to like carry this in the bus on the way home because I was like, because I had ordered, last year I'd ordered too late to get it from the KFC closest to us. So we had to go to like a KFC that was like a 45-minute bus ride away. And I had to like sit in the bus with this massive like KFC bucket on my lap. I haven't been to KFC in a year. I don't think there's that size here. Yeah, it's a Christmas thing. So the genius marketing people in KFC Japan have managed to market KFC Christmas into the Japanese brain. So like there is like it's literally, people think of KFC when they think of Christmas in Japan because that's like the marketing that has been done here. So the Christmas specials at KFC are like a whole different menu to the normal KFC. So they do so last year we got a chocolate cake and we had a lobster lasagna. I think lobster in quotation marks. So it's like a seafoody lasagna. And then we had the chicken, obviously, and we had the biscuits. It's like a puff pastry, thing. And we also got a roast chicken leg. So that's the Christmas menu. This year I think they're doing a strawberry mousse cake and a meat gratin. So I think it's like a more, meat sauce type of a situation. So that's going to be fun. Yeah, I think the inspiration was people, they saw, people in America and the US and stuff would have turkey for Christmas. And obviously we don't have turkeys in Japan. So they're like, oh, let's do roast chicken. Chicken is KFC. So then they were like, yes, let's do this. So they basically did a huge marketing of having KFC for Christmas because Japan doesn't really celebrate Christmas. It's an adopted holiday. So it's kind of excuse to have fun, but there's no significance of Christmas in Japan. So when they were trying to popularize celebrating Christmas, they were like, oh, in the West they have, turkey and chicken for Christmas. So you should have KFC for Christmas. Basically there's this random KFC manager because KFC is a franchise. They can run their own shops. This really business-minded manager decided, let's make Christmas KFC a thing, and then that caught on with all of the other KFC shops, franchises in Japan. So now for the last 30 years or so, 30, 40 years, Christmas KFC has been a huge deal in Japan. Especially in city center shops where we are, over the Christmas period, so between maybe the 20th to 26th, you can't actually buy normal KFC. You can't walk into the shop and buy KFC as usual because they are fully pumping out only the Christmas menu and for people who have ordered for pickup. So over the Christmas period, if you haven't booked you have to book your Christmas KFC. If you haven't booked your KFC, you can't buy KFC in popular places. Like if you're in like the middle of nowhere, there's probably not enough people ordering Christmas KFC that they'll do the regular stuff as well. But during Christmas time around here, you can't buy. KFC is not a fast food shop. It is a pickup only Christmas chicken place. So, yeah. Yeah, as I said, Christmas isn't a holiday in Japan. Like people work on Christmas and, it's a fun event. It's a seasonal event, but it's not a holiday. So like husband will be working on Christmas because it's just a regular day. Our holiday is the New Year holiday. Like New Year's is the holiday. So he'll get time off. I think this year, the 26th is the Friday, I think. So from the 27th until the 4th of January is his holiday. That's when majority of Japan is closed. But Christmas is not a holiday. So business as usual for husband. So we will be doing, Stream Week will be starting off with our Christmas KFC. We'll go pick it up together. IRL, hopefully everything works out. And then we can all sit down and eat it together. And then what else have I got planned? So I've got Saturday KFC. I've got Sunday cooking with husbando. Monday, we're going to do Mahjong Monday. Try a little game of Mahjong. Or show you guys what it's all about. And if you like it, I might continue it because I do really like playing Mahjong. So if I have an excuse to play it, I'm going to take it. Tuesday, I've got something planned. I can't remember what I'm doing Tuesday. I've got it written down somewhere. I just need to make my little schedule thing. Wednesday is the day before. I think I'm doing Christmas nails. Thursday, potentially doing a Christmas dinner. Oh no. Tuesday nails, Wednesday Christmas dinner, Thursday I'm going to do my everybody's little doodles, Christmas gift doodles on Christmas Day. And then the 26th, Friday, I'm going to be doing dumpling day. So that will be the rough schedule of a stream week coming up. I feel really bummed out that I'm going to be away the next couple of weeks. I feel like I'm going to be away for 2 weeks and then suddenly it's going to be stream week. So it's going to be a bit like, but needs must. Didn't quite think that far when I was doing my holiday planning, but oh well. So did the husbands come to dinner or you just went? Yeah, so the husband friend just came up to say hi. Just wanted to have a quick peek at the flat because, who doesn't like having to see people's flats? And yeah, we walked back the same way and he went back to his car and we went home. We went to have dinner because he had to go pick up his daughter from English classes, I think, or something like that. But yeah, so that was his personal trainer. So he runs the local gym, which is really good. Yeah, I think they had a good time because they always have, basically they do a little language exchange. So they teach each other language. So he improves his English and Michael improves his Japanese. It's the kind of thing I should be doing with him. Like I should talk to him more in Japanese, but it's just not the same. It's very good pasta, very good pasta. We had, I had the pasta and Michael had a curry. Because this guy, he's literally a pizza, pasta, Italian guy, but he loves India as well. So he goes to India every year to like learn about curry and comes back and like he just makes curry on the side. So Michael had the curry, I had the pasta, and today's pasta was a soup pasta, which is a very Japanese concept. So it's a creamy kind of seafood chowder based soup with pasta in it. So that was really, really good. So yeah, I'm gonna roll out the cookie dough balls, and I need to figure out what temperature 350 is. 350 F to C. 175. Let's go like, I think medium. Might do medium, but then cling film in the oven is a bad idea. I might do medium, but then tin foil the top so it doesn't, like, it traps in the heat. So I'm gonna try do that. Line the bottom with baking powder. So baking powder, baking paper, baking parchment, whatever this is called. Cooking sheet, according to this. So put that on the bottom so my cookies do not stick. Got flour in it from last time. So yeah, we may have to do a couple of go arounds. So I'm gonna put the cookie balls in here, get those in the oven, and then swap through. What's the time? They've been in there for 10 minutes. I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes before I start fondling the dough. Can I get 6 in there? How many are these meant to make? Yields 12. Okay. So that's what we're aiming for. Edges are golden brown for about 12 minutes. All right. Let's give it a go. Let the cookies cool to set. They will flatten out and continue cooking after removed from the oven. Wait till the cookies set 5 minutes so before transferring so they don't fall apart. Okay. Cool. Maybe I'll bake half of it today, or whatever one batch of cookies, like one tray full of cookies is, and then freeze the rest so I don't have to like wait for the cookies to be set, because I need to start packing for stuff. I've got my suitcases down here and they're like currently still empty, so I need to hurry up and pack those. Okay, let's put these away. This is bin. This is bin as well. Yeah, exactly. So we can have a couple to eat now to make sure they actually taste good, and then the rest can be popped in the freezer. Because nothing better than just being able to pop out a little dough ball from the freezer and then pop it in the grill, and then freshly baked cookies in like 10 minutes. That's like amazing. Right, I'm getting jittery, so I'm going to I might use this one instead for the dough balls. No, we'll see how big the dough balls end up being. Oh my god, why is it so heavy? Alrighty. Re-glove. Putting on gloves when they're dirty is not easy. Come on. Got this. I feel like a surgeon, except a surgeon would never do this. Right. Yes, that is a good firmness. So we're aiming for 12. We'll see how this goes. I don't know how big the cookies are meant to be, but we'll go for that big for now. They smell incredible. This also kind of hurts because the cookie, the chocolate shards are like really sharp. Kind of scared it's gonna cut a hole in my gloves. These are definitely like 50% chocolate, so 50%, that's a bit small. Let's go. These are definitely in the high chocolate ratio cookie dough. Rolling them out. Nah. Just eyeballing this, to be honest. If it ends up being, I have a feeling if anything they're going to end up a little bit too big. This is meant to be halfway. Well, to be fair, I may have eyeballed well. We'll see. This is very chocolate. Can you see how much chocolate there is in this? There is a lot. I mean, even if they don't like spread out like cookies, they're still going to be absolutely delicious, whatever they end up being. I think I'm like maybe gone one short on the cookie, so I might attempt to try and surgically put together the last one. See, I did perfect for this amount of dough. but I do want an even number, so I'm going to surgically extract a tiny bit off every single cookie until you formed an extra dough ball. So you have just slimmed down a touch. You're gonna slim down a touch. This hurts. The chocolates are spiky. You're quite large. So everyone's just getting a little voluntary extraction. Hopefully I will have extracted enough from each one to make a whole extra one. That one's actually the right size already. You're still a bit big. This is when we end up with like a massive cookie on the one that was meant to be like formed with all the other ones. There you go. So you're about the right size. You're a bit big. Let's see how we're doing with our little thrown together cookie. To be fair, not too bad. How are we doing? Oh, look at that, perfect. So, extra bits stuck to the bottom of the bowl, so just scrape that up. Add it to the cookie. Wow, perfect. Perfect cookie rolling, if I do say so myself. Now, I saw on the interwebs that cookies form really nicely if you like put them down, not in a ball, but in like a cone shape. So I might try that. I'm going to pick this guy. I think I'm just going to do 2 cookies, not going to lie, just to have a snack for me and husband. So let's do 2 cookies. The rest are going to go into frozen storage. Might even, are you going to fit in there? Not quite. Would you fit in there though? Maybe. I literally just put my gloves away. How silly. Oh, I forgot to preheat the grill. Let's preheat our grill for 5 minutes. Silly me, forgot to, I don't particularly want, I'm just not in the mood to touch the cookie dough right now, so just gonna relocate our dough balls into here. Perfection. These are going into the freezer for cookie times for another day. Just a little wrap up the sides. So that can just go in here. These guys are going to get baked off in a moment. That's all good in there. That is paper bin. And voila. Just going to have the two to eat today. And then we shall taste test that when they come out. I'm gonna foil the top because I have a feeling they need the extra kind of protection from the top of the grill. I feel like it would like form more of like an oven environment, you know, if I foil the top off like this. So yeah, just gonna hang these out. I know they can just hang out here while the grill preheats. And yeah, that's pretty good going. I didn't even need this. Go back in here. This can go in our paper bin. Oh. Yeeted across the room into our paper bag. This can get put away. Cinnamon moves up here. Maple syrup lives in the fridge. Sugar lives down here. Cool. Let's see how our little Whittaker's dark chocolate block fares. Is this a New Zealand company or is it an Australian company? New Zealand company. I don't know. Get them in Australia as well. Where are you made? Crafted in New Zealand. There we go. I almost fell asleep. God, I can't be that late yet. So we are just waiting for our grill to come up to temperature, and then we are going to do 12 minutes apparently. The cookie centers will look puffy and underbaked, but trust the process. Let cool for 5 minutes before moving. All right. Daylight savings. When did that start? Beepity beep. Let's go. You guys actually get to see the angle of this. Right, 12 minutes in the bake. I probably should have like saved a square for myself to nibble on. Definitely could have done that. Oh well. Such is life. Like my little snack tray. We have a little snack trolley. Oh, you can't see that if I put it there. Got all of our miscellaneous snacking bits. There's probably stuff on there that I definitely need to finish eating, but oh well. Big stretch. Right, hopefully this will be done in the next 15 or so minutes, and then I shall say goodbye, and I'm gonna start packing. I need to like make sure I don't forget stuff because I'm going home this weekend and then going straight to the airport from home, so I'm not coming back here, so I need to make sure I've got everything packed already. I've got my passport in there already, which is really the most important part. I just need to make sure I don't forget things like we're going to Lady Gaga concert, so I need to make sure I don't forget my outfit, which is something I probably will forget because it's not part of like normal packing. But yeah, it's a very lovely day today. It's very cold. It snowed for the first time this year, well, this winter yesterday, so we are getting chilly out here. Lips are very dry. I feel like Japan has a very dry winter, so like everything just goes dry and crusty and young. So that was pretty good going. I hope the cookies turn out good. But yeah, I just really wanted to do a little extra stream, and then I shall get packing and then carry on with the rest of our days. Catching the bullet train this evening, so hopefully we'll be doing a bit of Clair Obscur tomorrow, and if my mum doesn't have plans, we might do a bit of cooking in the evenings, see what the vibe is. I need to figure out if I want to do any impromptu streams while I'm in Australia. I think I will do, but I won't do anything scheduled. I might have a little walkabout stream while I'm over there. I just need to get a good data package so that works. Well, yeah, that could be quite fun. I have a few things like walks and little adventures planned, so I'm gonna see if that's good. Just trying to think if I need to take anything else, but I mainly just have to pack my clothes in. I've basically got everything. I need to open my 10,000 parcels. So maybe let's do a little parcelage situation. Oh God, why is stuff making noises? Just gonna turn this down maybe. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff I need to take, but I haven't like actually unboxed them to take. So we're having a little impromptu mail unboxing. So my bestie and I are doing a little like coordinated outfit for Lady Gaga. Whoa. Just to make sure. Address stays this way. So we've got a little coordinated little angel and dark angel situation. So cute little. So I've got a white set, and my bestie's gonna have a black set. Let's see if I can figure this out. I've got a little cute white dress situation. I'm gonna have to shorten this. Basically, got a little cute little wingsy situation. going to shorten this now while I'm just waiting, because it needs to be unpacked anyway. So cute little edgy little harnessy vibes. Obviously got to dress up for the concert. I also had like a red veil situation that was meant to arrive from Amazon, but it's not going to arrive in time, which I'm very disappointed, because it said it was going to arrive in time, but it didn't. So let's try that again. Sorry if it hits the mic. That's definitely going to hit the mic, but is that going to be the right height? Oh, actually, it might be a bit too short now. Let me just move the mic so I'm not like hitting it constantly. That's definitely twisted somewhere. Why are we twisted? Are we twisted, or am I just mistaken? Shouldn't be twisted. Ugh. So the white set is mine. I've got a matching black one. Oh, it isn't twisted. I just didn't have it on the right way. So got a cute little accessorize-y situation. So I'll have a little white dress, and I've got some really nice chunky platform sandals. So that will be cute. Adorable. Obviously, I am currently not in the outfit that this works with, but look at that! Isn't that so cute? Little angel wings. Right. Okay, good to know that does the job. So that's one item that can go into the bag. Back into the bag. Isn't this the most adorable little like banana bag? I just bought this on like a secondhand site, marketplace thing. So I don't want to bend the wings. How was it in here? How did she pack it? So it didn't. Oh, here we go. So one pair of wings. I think this one should be the other pair of wings. Yep. I think that's the exact same set, but in black. So this one's for my bestie. I might just leave it in the bag. And then, so that's a little Lady Gaga outfit accessories that can go in the suitcase. What have we got over here? We have, oh, this must be my Black Friday purchase. This is me like fully not keeping up to date with my parcel opening. I'm so bad. Buy all the stuff and then just not open them, because I was like, oh, I bought them for the trip, so I was like, oh, I'll just open them before I go. We are now here at the before I go stage of the trip. How have they bagged this? Ooh. Yeah. Cute little handbags that I had ordered. I think. Oh yeah. Oh, this is bigger than I thought actually. This is quite nice. I thought it was going to be absolutely tiny. But we are my little handbag that I had ordered. Ooh. Oh, I was going to say, like, is it broken? It's got a little loop-de-loop situation, so you can add charms and stuff to it. Oh god, this is going to be difficult. So we're just waiting for our cookies to bake, so we're just going to put together this bag. Which is surprisingly difficult. Why have they decided to construct the bag this way? I'm gonna like break something doing this. There we go. We're in. Nice. Cute little handbag. Adorable. Really lovely color actually. Let's see. Are you gonna fit as much as I want? I don't know. But it's my handbag. And just pop it up there for now. Please stay. Fab. Okay. One thing down. And then the other one is a slightly bigger bag. Oh my god. Oh dear, oh dear. Ah, absolute chaos. Right. Ah, la la. Hello. Hi. Trust me. Oh, there goes the cookies if you are wondering. Right. Let's... Well, good thing I was drinking a lot of water, so there wasn't actually a lot of water on the floor. Positivity. Okay. The cookies are out right now. It was going so well, and look at me go. Are we okay? Are we gonna stay? See, I had this taped down specifically so that I wouldn't move it. But there we go. Cookies have beeped. Let's see if they are ready. Smell great. Oh, it's hot. They look pretty done. There was a lot of steam under there. Let me pick it up with more layers. It's a nice thick cookie. I don't think it's, here we go. I don't think it's, yeah, I don't think it's like spread as much as the recipe probably wanted it to spread. But that's a nice cookie if I ever did see. So that's gonna hang out for a couple minutes. Honestly, yeah, I was doing so well. And then, yeah, chunky boy. Right. Let's have some Zen. Good thing nothing important fell down there, which is good. Let's continue with the other bag since we're out here unboxing anyway. And this is a bigger bag. They were doing a Black Friday sale where they had like a deal for 2 bags. So, oh yes, this is my green bag. a bigger one, so this is a bit more for like having all sorts of stuff in. Oh, it's really soft. It's like a suede bag. So that's nice. I think actually it might even fit a tablet, which I would love if it would fit the tablet. I was hoping it'd fit the tablet, so we'll see. Let's give it a go. In goes the tablet. I think it will definitely fit. It looks like it should fit. Oh yeah, definitely sideways it fits. So nice to carry that around in. It's actually so soft. So that's nice. Right, on that note, with chaos and more things falling off. Clearly the stream's like, yeah, wrap it up, Natchan. It's too much. You're cause an absolute scene. So that was all that we had out here. I shall continue to wipe. I've put a towel down, so it's not too wet down there. But I want to taste the cookies. I want to taste the cookies on stream. So maybe I'll wait to that long. I had one job to look after the wires. The fact that I kicked over the camera as well, that was the nail in the coffin. I feel like I need a glass of milk, you know? I feel like this cookie deserves a glass of milk. I deserve a glass of milk if I say so myself. So, glass of milk for me. I am going to be a responsible human being and actually wait for the cookies to cool, because I know that's going to be hellishly hot. Yeah. Oh, that's a good milk. Yeah. Look at me go. Wizzle's like looking at me like I'm an absolute heathen drinking milk straight. Wizzle could never. Right. Let's go in with a little fork. How hot are you? Well, actually, you're pretty solid cookie. Let's see if it's a bonus stream, so it happens. I know, right? It serves me right to want to do more streams. Let's do a little break apart. Oh yeah, that is a chocolatey cookie. It's gonna be hot, isn't it? Wow, that chocolate is so good. Wow, it's a cookie. I'm really glad I reduced the amount of sugar, because that is proper sweet. Right. I did what? I only did like 100 and... It was meant to have 200 grams of sugar, but I only did 100 and like 15, 16. And then I added a dash of maple syrup instead. But like that's... Just had to kind of try have the like not too chocolatey bit to see if it's... Okay. No, even then that's perfectly done. Good sweetness. Could have done with more cinnamon. I can like... There's whispers of cinnamon in there if you like think really hard. But that is a cookie. Yep. Gonna finish this and then say goodbye. And I'm going to clean up my mess and all that jazz. But yeah. I am looking forward to the cookie dough in the freezer now. Those are going to be good. And to be fair, this had no egg in it. So if you used vegan butter, hi Phoenix, you've literally joined in the last like 2 minutes of the stream. You missed the absolute chaos that was about 5 minutes ago. Scrub back if you want to see absolute carnage go down. Yeah. The bench fell down, the water bottle tipped over, kicked the camera over. Everything was an absolute chaos. But just made some cookies because I felt like it. I only baked 2 of them off. The rest are in the freezer. And I'm just having my chef's privileges, that is cookie straight out of the oven. And I've got my little glass of milk because it's the law. I don't make the rules. If you have chocolate chip cookies, you gotta have the milk. So yeah, I'm just gonna finish this. Yeah, I know, right? One's at the very start, one's at the very end. Them's how it's going to be. But yeah, I've got a little, well, there's a puddle on the floor, but I've put a towel over it. So I don't know why. See, had I left the water bottle actually closed like I should do with all water bottles, that would have been far less damage. But the fact that I left it open means that I now have a puddle on the floor. So, wow. Chopping up the chocolate by hand was definitely worth it. The big chunks are making this. Yeah. I'm just gonna reflect on my own decisions. I need to pack the rest of my holiday bag. It was just a matter of time. You know what the funny thing is though? I would have thought the bench would fall on this side because, you know, it's literally on a chair. It fell from this side. Like, this side is the stable side. I don't know. Life has its ways. I shall think of figuring out more stable bench situation if I want to continue bench side operations. But yeah. Cheers to you guys. Thank you for joining. Sorry, Phoenix, if you joined at the very, very end. I got a pack now, so I am off. Too fair. An hour 40. That wasn't too bad for a bonus stream. Last cookie for honey are not going to last that long. Hubby is going to have the other cookie. I'm done. The milk is doing the job. Who knows? If my packing goes badly or well, I suppose, I may have the other cookie, but it is intended for hubby. So, on that note, thank you very much for joining. Thank you for joining me on the chaos that is this kitchen. I am just a chaotic human being. Yes, I might invest in a little clampy thing on this side. Because, like, I don't even know what made it go, to be fair. I shall have to rewatch and figure out what the reason was for this falling. But yeah, thank you very much. We shall definitely see you tomorrow because we're doing a bit of Clair Obscure. But after that, I don't know when I'll next be streaming until I get back. So the next confirmed stream after tomorrow is the 20th. That will be KFC, day 1 of stream week. I may stream while I'm in Australia, just out and about, if I have good reception and all that jazz, but that's not guaranteed. So if not tomorrow, in like 2 weeks' time, I shall see you guys for KFC and maybe a bonus Sydney stream in between. So thank you so much. Bye bye.